yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Tap in with the boy. Salute to all of y'all. Welcome to the Ugly Truth podcast. Man, I ain't making no noise, man. Just came in here to shoot the breeze with y'all just for a little bit because I got a question for you. Because there's so much going on, man. Listen, y'all, are we tapped in? Are we paying attention, y'all? Are we just so caught up on look? I said a couple of podcasts ago, look, man, we have America, we have an entertainment whore's mind and mass in mass. You know what I mean? That's an issue of ours. But what are we doing, family? You know what I mean? Caught up on, you know what I mean? I mean, we got, if you just take a minute, like what's happening in the world while we all, everybody glued to the latest gossip. I'm talking about, the Diddy case drama, the YSL Heat, and, whether it's Wayne getting snubbed from the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, all this is good and good talk, good entertainment, but people did while we all caught up in that mess. World War III is brewing upon us, family. They about to blow this thing up, man. They about to take us out, y'all. Y'all playing, man. Y'all playing. Y'all caught up on it, bro. You know what I mean? Okay, I know. Where this is where it drives us. The Diddy situation. Everybody on the edge of their seat, strolling through Twitter and TikTok. Wait for the next update on Diddy legal woes. And it's juice and all, but at the end of the day, man, it's just another celebrity scandal, y'all. Like, I mean, him today, another one next year. You know what I mean? And then the YSL trial, you know what I mean? This trial is a whole soap opera, you know what I mean? And we've been watching, these boys, you know what I mean? And their life just unraveling before our eyes, you know what I mean? But, and while we turn to that courtroom drama every day on YouTube, shout out to Law and Crime Network, you know what I mean? But geopolitical tensions are rising like a boiling pot on the stove, family. You know what I mean? Like straight up, y'all. And what was before, you know what I mean? In between, everybody, Kendrick, taking the Super Bowl and shit. You know what I mean? It's a major moment in hip hop history about him snubbing Lil Wayne, so to speak. But when, and I asked this question, when has it ever been whatever city the Super Bowl in, the artist performed at? Only one that kind of happened to was Dre, wasn't it? Right. You know what I mean? But see, like, but y'all gotta pay attention, like what's going on, you know what I mean, on top, man, with North Korea, tapping in with Russia, tapping in with China, you know what I mean? All the, everybody clicking up. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of game stuff going on, right? I mean, this year, it's just been a timeline of a timeline of events for, every month. So you know how I say here in America, for everybody that's listening overseas, in America, there is a holiday for every single month. Every single month there's a reason to that we as American citizens are played upon. You know what I mean? To come out our pockets and you know what I mean, to spend this and spend that for no reason. You know what I mean? But did this though, like, but inside of that, just as well as is a holiday to spend every month. In January, right, of this year, January 2024. Right off the bat, Russia ramped up, military presence in Eastern Europe. They send troops and tanks to the border, like they gearing up for something big, you know what I mean? Now, meanwhile, while we busy, sharing memes about Diddy latest antics, you know what I mean? In February, right after that, right, North Korea decides it's time to show off, launching a series of their missile tests and, flexing their military muscle. I mean, they started making moves to strengthen ties with Russia and China, forming that alliance, and they looking pretty tight. Like straight up, while we focusing on, who performing at the Super Bowl, you know, they out here strategizing for power, you know what I'm saying? And now in March, right? China stepped into the mix. They started holding military drills with Russia and North Korea. So they linking up. You know what I mean? And that's saying to the world that they mean business. You know what I mean? They standing on business. And then they just say something, friendly get together. You know what I mean? This is a major power play. You talking about, the bigger leading nations. Now in April, Iran jumped in, increasing their nuclear capabilities. So they start cozying up to Russia and China, making deals that could probably tip the balance of power, and we still caught in this celebrity feud, while the nations, plotting what the next move is. But we don't pay attention to that. They keep us distracted with that. Now, in May, the situation escalated more when Russia, announces they new defense agreement with North Korea. Now, all this is going on, all to remind you, all this is going on while Russia is, currently invading, what's the name? Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? But, they plotting up. You know what I mean? And in June, right? China and Iran started, conducting joint naval exercises in the South China Sea. I remember that. That was in June, right? And that was a major flex. You know what I mean? And that just showed U.S. and the United Nations that, China and Iran are not just allies on paper. You know what I'm saying? That they ready to back each other up. You know what I mean? When it comes down to this fight that's inevitable, Now, meanwhile, we still, you know what I mean, man. Yeah. And that wasn't enough, right? In July, and lo and behold, suddenly, we get on high alert, of course, but instead of rallying together as a nation, what we do? We scrolling through TikTok, trying to do this latest dance challenge. You know what I mean? We such a lost people, bro. That's why, and this is why, like, the youth of these other countries surpass ours. And I say this every time, man, because it's not a lie. It's not a far-fetched statement. It's not even an opinion. This is a fact. They want to talk about America, the greatest country, man. I don't see how, my boy. But like I said, World War III is definitely upon us, family. And y'all think I'm playing. Let me see. So if y'all don't follow Jason A, man. Make sure y'all follow Jason A on YouTube.
There is electromagnetic energy in that.
That ain't it. This is the one I want y'all to live right here. Check it out. Salute to Jason.
Наша розвідка фіксує не лише передачу зброї з Північної Кореї до Росії, але й передачу людей на війні, громадян Росії і особовий склад для російської армії. І це уже факт. Фактично, це участь вже другою державою у війні проти України на стороні Росії. Кожен бачить допомогу іранського режиму для Путіна, так само, як і співпрацю Китаю з Росією, попри заяви, Пекін утримується від справді серйозних дієвих кроків для того, щоб зупинити ООН. І ми маємо чесно говорити, українці та всі наші партнери, якщо ми не посилимо суттєво посилитись в наступному році, посилитись так, щоб назавжди відкинути дипломатію. Росія повинна програти в війні проти України. І це не заморозка, і це не торгівля територією. України ми повинні